like it, not picked up when any other time my stream's always picked up. Anything to silence me or shut me down is what happens to me. But you guys know the game. School. Gotta do the camera differently than usual because that cheap thing that I bought from Dollar World had one little dot of glue on it, and that little dot of glue broke, so my phone holder doesn't work. Been an interesting couple days, interesting couple weeks. Just came on here. I was just going to make a video, but I said, well, let me go online to YouTube and see if I can get just one person in the world that wants to talk to me. That's how lonely I am. I am so sick of being in that house with that woman. 2.5 sentences since she got home yesterday from dropping Mason off on the mountain. 2.5 sentences. She took the whole weekend off for Mason's birthday, but guess what? She takes Mason and dumped off at her brother's. So she took 3 days off, and in the day that she's been off work, I got 2 sentences. And she alluded last week, well, I might go up the mountain with you. And that was it. Not another word. Doesn't care. Ask her to listen. And she doesn't see this for what it is, but I literally, when she's got a day off, I literally wait around to give her the opportunity to engage. I wait around, hey, you want to do this? You want to go there? You want to see this? You want me to go with you somewhere? No. It's freaking dead. It's been dead. She is the most hollow woman I have ever met in my life. The abuse that a person can do just by simply ignoring your existence. I would rather get kicked. My ex-wife at least pretended that she cared. She would at least get jealous when women talk to me. She'd at least pretend she'd be upset if something happened. But with this person that I'm with now, no, there's no pretending. There's nothing. It's get home, stuck on a freaking cell phone. Go to sleep with the cell phone propped up on her freaking gut. Sleeps with a cell phone in an upright position. Passes out with it like that. Can't go anywhere without a goddamn device in her hand. And it is so frustrating when you imagine this being a pack of cigarettes. When I say I just want the affection that she gives to a pack of cigarettes. Do you think I'm understating? You think I'm exaggerating? I am being serious. When your spouse can count the words you say to them on a daily basis, that's a problem. And it's been like that for 7 years. So, I've already got things working. It doesn't matter. It don't matter. I already got things working. This court really slowed everything down, screwed everything up, because that's the point. That's the point of court, to slow you down, to steal your freaking money, and to keep you from moving forward. Malicious prosecution. And of course, the trolls this morning are still waiting on that body camera. Told you what happened, went to court, and the court gave the body camera to my lawyer, who apparently is not the lawyer she was 30 years ago, because I've been trying for 3 weeks to get in her office and see her, and she's still not said the first hello to me. Because I want my case. I want my body camera footage. I want my evidence. I want all my discovery. I don't want her to have it. I want me to have it. Because I can fight the case better than my lawyer. The only bad part about that is the judge will never treat a person with the same respect that they treat an attorney. It's like you're questioning their authority. How dare you question you come to my kingdom and you don't have a guide with you to walk you through the depths of my world? That's the way judges are. So, and of course, the ever resounding excuse for every woman on the planet when it's something they don't want to do. Oh, I've got a headache. You can't speak to me because you got a headache, but you can sit on the back porch, smoke cigarettes. You got a headache, but you can play on your cell phone while sitting on the freaking toilet taking a dump. You've got a headache, but you can do that. But the headache, it affects you being able to speak words. Despicable. despicable. Anyway, my daughter turned 29 2 days ago. Happy birthday to her. She brought the grandbaby by. First time I got to see him since her boyfriend showed his ass. And I tried to explain it to my daughter, the situation, because she didn't get the truth from her male roommate. I'm so sick of being a roommate. I want to be in love. I want somebody to freaking love me. I want somebody to want to spend time with me. This goddamn, well, I live here, I gotta come home, sucks. It's like default mode. So any ladies in North Carolina, let me know. I'll introduce you to my world and see how insane it is, or you can determine how non-insane it is. I'm over it. I'm just so freaking done. I am so freaking done. I don't get a call. I don't get a text message. When I call and text message, nothing. Not even a return phone call. But her phone rings, boom, she's on it. 1,000 different people from her goddamn work, and she's on the phone. This is so inconvenient. I'm trying to hold a stupid cell phone. Anyway, what's up, Gabby? Pretty pissed off this week about Donald Trump. Because all balls and strikes. I hate that ballot to be the Attorney General. Like Matt Gaetz. Matt Gaetz got a lot of balls, and Trump put Pam Bondi in, but Pam Bondi's okay, but she isn't the fire-breathing hellion that Matt Gaetz is, and that's disappointing. And this is one thing I did find out, and I've known about Donald Trump, and I told you when I knew it. Mark Robinson was the black man who was running for governor of North Carolina. And I told you what was going to happen in a lot of the races this year. I used deep fakes. They're going to use voice generators that's been tested on me years ago. And they're going to generate a politician's voice saying something they didn't say. And Mark Robinson was going to be our governor. And CNN shows the video of a deep fake with Mark Robinson's voice saying, "Yes, I'm a black Nazi. Some people need killing." Take everything out of context. And what did Donald Trump's committee do? What does all his family and his friends do? But leave him out there. Mark Robinson would have been our governor if Donald Trump would have just stood beside him. But Donald Trump's, I don't know, campaign managers. Oh, distance. I mean, if everybody distanced from Donald Trump when bad stuff was said about him, nobody would back him at all. See, I can see through the BS. I can see through the lies. People don't understand this about the political system. The Democrats will make up a lie about anyone they deem to be an enemy years in advance. They didn't go after Matt Gaetz until Matt Gaetz started taking down Kevin McCarthy. When he wanted to take down Kevin McCarthy and stand up for Trump, that's when they said, "Oh, he's trafficking 17-year-olds. Like Pete Hexpeth. He's a host on Fox News Weekend. This man is like a lieutenant, been 3 or 4 tours in Iraq. He's got good credentials and he knows what he's talking about. Hiring him to be one of the military posts, a high military post. So what happens? They come out, "Oh, it's a sexual allegation. He raped a woman at a hotel and there's witnesses." All this slime the Democrats throw has already been kicked out. They already said, "We're not going to prosecute it. It's not credible." But the Democrats have this stuff lined up, ready to take anyone down they want. It's like Rod Blagojevich. He was the governor of Chicago. Well, he started to buck the system and didn't want to be controlled, so what did they do? They said he took a bribe, and then the FBI runs in and takes him out. So if Trump would have backed Mark Robinson in North Carolina, he would have been our governor, and things could have been better. And I'll tell you about, man, I could have used that tote he had. Dadgummit. Let me tell you about nonsense voters, people that don't know what they're talking about that are allowed to vote. My daughter works with a bunch of left-wing wackos. They are stupid. They know nothing about feeling. What does CNN say today? So I said, who did you vote for? Because she really liked Trump's vice president. She liked J.D. Vance. She listened to the Joe Rogan interview with him. She said, I really like him. He's down to earth. He's normal. I really like him. Well, the main reason she liked him because J.D. thought Donald Trump was a terrorist to start with, and then he came around. So she's like, well, I said, did you vote? Oh, yeah, I voted. I said, who'd you vote for, Kamala? No, I voted for Jill Stein. I said, so you threw your vote intentionally? Yeah. I said, well, who? Or Jill, the Green Party. And then she voted for Stein for governor, Josh Stein for governor in North Carolina. And he is a Soros-appointed DA. He's set illegal immigrants free everywhere he goes. He's done everything he can to make North Carolina more dangerous. I said, Chelsea, why would you vote for Josh Stein? I said, do you know what a sanctuary city is? No. I said, why don't you know what a sanctuary city is? I don't know. I said, he's for sanctuary cities. Do you know what that means? No. I said, honey, I love you, but you shouldn't vote unless you know terms that you're voting for. Sanctuary cities mean if an illegal alien rapes and kills somebody in their state and the feds put a hold on him for deportation, the sanctuary cities will let him free. They refuse to cooperate with the feds when they put an immigration hold on them. Sanctuary cities protect illegal alien criminals. And when I said that to her, it's like the words just didn't have a meaning. I said, are you understanding what I'm telling you? An illegal alien can rape you, kill you, stash your body, and then when you're arrested and the feds put a hold on you, Josh Stein is going to make sure to take that illegal alien out of the prison system as soon as he can and hide him from the feds. And when I said that to her, I could read her mind. She was like, no, they really wouldn't do that. They can't do that. That's against the law. That's the whole point of sanctuary cities. They're against the law. But they do it anyway. They let them do it. And the problem is, and the biggest problem in Washington is, everyone is scared to use the power of the purse because they're scared they're going to be called names. You're a racist. You're a homophobe. You're a transphobe. You're all these bad words. If you don't do what we want you to do, we're going to call you bad names. Thus, the corruption we have in America today. Anybody got something to say? See, I come on here and I still can't get but one sentence. I'm so done, man. I am so done. So over it. I'm just done. I am too young to be this goddamn alone. I mean, I stay away from home because there's nobody there, but I get home because somebody's there, and then I get home to somebody that doesn't even care if I breathe or not. I mean, that's being a targeted individual. When you're a targeted individual, at least my experience, you're completely alone. You have nobody. And the only time people want to talk to you is to make themselves feel better, when they want something from you. Tina is the definition of no clue voter. Has no eye. She doesn't care anything about what's going on in the world. She doesn't care. And this is the problem in America. There should be stricter qualifications for an American voter. Sorry. If you don't know what the term sanctuary city means, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. If you don't know what each person is running for and what they plan to do, it needs to be done. It needs to be over. It's just nobody gets it. We're voting for feelings, whatever CNN tells me to vote for. That's what and luckily, and let's hope, and listen, I firmly believe that Elon Musk could very well be the Antichrist. I believe that. And then you'll say, well, why is Donald Trump buddied up to him? That's between him and Donald Trump. Okay. I'm going to ride this wave as far as I can go for self-preservation. But I'm not going to challenge my own morals. Elon Musk talking about, and he didn't talk about it. He just, the same predicate on Twitter went for buying MSNBC. All these left-wing media companies are going broke. They are broke. Because, and I'll tell you why they're broke. Is because social media, the algorithms have propped them up for so long. It's like when Donald Trump won the presidency, all these big left-wing wackos like David Pakman and they all lost subs over the system's rigged. I can't afford live stream, and these smug pricks, all they got to do is say, trans rights, Kamala Harris, go Democrats, and they can get 3 million views. You want to see the skies today? They are gassing it up today. The whole sky is ruined today. As I posted on my community page, they are stealing the children of the parents of North Carolina weather warfare survivors. They're stealing the children. And nobody's going to stop them. All these hearings on TV with the FEMA director, no one's mentioned BlackRock. No one mentioned the mines. No one mentioned quartz or lithium. No one mentioned weather warfare. No one mentioned the dams being closed and opened. No one mentioned NOAA being in charge of the weather warfare. No one mentioned chemtrails. No one's saying anything except, oh, the hurricane was bad, and then they're going to get, and they're rezoning the mountains right now in North Carolina. Imagine this, people. The mountains of North Carolina, which have never flooded before, are now, all these people's lands are going to be considered a floodplain where no one can build. What do they do with floodplains where no one can build? Well, the state can take it and then make it a mine and take all the minerals out of the ground and sell it for billions of dollars. And those people who had their homes there for 200 years are just crap out of luck, mainly because the land's worth nothing now because there's hardly any timber left, but it's flooded and full of debris, and a lot of the people were financing and paying for their land. So they got land they got to keep paying for, but they don't have a house. So what? They get a second mortgage on the land they got to pay for and second mortgage for the house? So now they got two payments on the same land that's worth a quarter what it was before the weather weapons. But nobody's talking about that. Nobody talks about it. And they're not going to let anybody hear me say it. I actually had a guy on Facebook the other night. I mentioned something about the weather weapons. He's like, man, they don't control the weather. I was like, what? And he's like 30? They don't control the weather. That's a conspiracy. And I sent him a simple video of them making clouds. A cloud making machine. They got them everywhere. That's cloud seeding, man. That ain't controlling the weather. The clouds, I go outside today and the clouds look the same they had the whole time I've been alive. Well, that's because you're 30. They've been making clouds and making weather for 30 they've been doing it for 70 years. See, look at the sky. They are tearing the skies up. Tearing the skies up. Ridiculous. They don't make the weather, man. Do what? Then I send him all, I just screenshot after screenshot, video after video after video. Why do I feel like I'm always the smartest person in the room? Why? It's just, I'm just disgusted. See, look. Chemtrails as far as the eye can see. Ridiculous. It'll be storming and raining in 2 days. They're making it colder than it should be. We've got 2 suns. We've got 2 moons. Nibiru is out there. We live in an enclosed system. I mean, even Bill Nye, the science guy, says we're in an enclosed system. I mean, I'm glad people are awakening. To what end? To what end? Had a blow up the other night. Mason wanted to go out of town to his uncle's to go hunting for the weekend for his birthday. I said, man, that room's got to be clean. His room was disgusting. Your room's got to be clean, dude. So he just starts playing. Don't want to listen. Ain't doing what he's told because he don't listen to me. He don't have to. Tina, I'm in there cooking. I grill some pork chops. Tina's in there on the back porch smoking cigarettes, looking at her cell phone. I was like, dude, that room's going to have to be clean. And he just ignores me and keeps doing his thing. I said, okay. If you don't clean your room, you ain't going to have supper. You go to bed hungry. So Tina stopped smoking cigarettes at that moment, walked in his bedroom and starts cleaning it. Let me reverse a minute. He said, my room's clean, and most of the floor was picked up, but I knew where he put all the stuff is in the floor. So I take his mattress and I lift it up and lean it up against the wall, and there's all the stuff. Sundrop cans, Sprite cans, candy wrappers, all the junk in the world that you wouldn't want a child to have is just piled 3 feet deep underneath his bed. So she just goes in there and starts sweeping the floor for him. And to show me how mad she was at me because I asked her son to clean his room is she just wouldn't eat the pork chop I made for her. So I warmed it up for breakfast and ate that pork chop for breakfast. I don't know, man. I'm just done. I'm over it. I need a place to disappear to. Got 98,000 miles on my little Ranger. I got new tires on the back. All I got to do is put gas in this thing and go anywhere I want to go. I just ain't got nowhere to go. Just need to disappear for 2 or 3 days. Because, I mean, what's the point of being in a house with somebody that don't talk to you? That's worse than being alone. Because that person should talk to you. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just out. Maybe in the new world, we just don't talk to the people that claim to love us. Because I'm a very loving person. I'm a very affectionate person. Now, you could say that I bring death to every woman I'm with because when you're under psychological abuse like this program does, it's hard to remain upbeat and chilling. And really, if a man's always asking me, if I'm always saying, why don't you treat me like you love me? If you love me, why don't you treat me like you care? That's because I feel like you don't love me and you don't care. I wouldn't be here if I didn't care. Well, that's not true. That's not true. It's convenient to be with me. I'm pretty freaking resourceful. But no self-reflection. None. You're just always bitching. What do I bitch about? You bitch I don't spend time with you. Well, there's a problem that could be easily solved. Spend time with me. But I can count. Tina has not watched a movie with me and Mason in our living room in over 8 years. Did you hear me? More than 8 years since she sat down on the couch with me and Mason and watched a movie. How many of you ladies out there with your spouse have not sat in your living room with your spouse and children and not watched a movie in 8 years? Now tell me how I'm exaggerating about not having words spoken to me and doesn't have time for anybody else. It breaks my heart for Mason because she throws him away too. She's off for the whole weekend, but she's not going to spend on his birthday. That would make me feel like a piece of trash. Wait a second, I feel like a piece of trash. I came from my dad was very abusive, verbally, emotionally. My dad was very abusive, but my mom was loving, very hands-on. She was abusive in her own way, but at least she'd tell me every day, I love you. She'd kiss me goodnight. I mean, nonstop. But in the house I'm in now, no. I can't even remember the last time Tina physically touched me, like to hug me or kiss me. Can't even remember that because she just quit doing that altogether too. I don't even get a kiss goodbye anymore. So, It'd be real easy to take me away right now. It'd be real easy to say, hey, I can do better. Real easy. I'm too old. And I'm not even that old, man. I'm 50. 50-year-old men, and this is where it's like I'm 90 in a rest home, and it ain't nothing but no one in there with me. That's ridiculous. Even Tina's sister, who's almost 500 pounds, has a man, and they love each other and spend time with each other. Even Tina's other sister, who's got 2 kids or he's on the birth certificate for 2 children, who's in and out of prison, a meth head, who's in and out of prison. She dotes over him like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. And listen, I don't do drugs. I don't go to prison. I go to jail, I guess. I don't hang on that. I work hard. Treat your son like he's mine, and nothing. It's like I am in absolute bizarro land because I don't. I guess God says, He put some men on this land to be alone. I guess I'm just supposed to be alone. I mean, I got it. I already done it. What's the point changing now? I'm already alone. Ain't no point changing the scenario. I'm already alone. Oh, well, that's my wine session for the day. At least one person said, hey. So thanks, Gabby, for making my day. You will be probably the only person that said one word to me today. Thanks for being that one person that said that one word to me today. Freaking pathetic.